This conference will now be recorded.
Dr. Amit Chavan sir has completed his BMS in 2007 from Tilak Ayurved Mahavidyalaya Pune and MD Panchakarma 2012 from again Tilak Ayurved Mahavidyalaya Pune. He has done PGDCR in 2012 from Symbiosis International University Pune and currently pursuing PhD in Panchakarma from D.Y. Patil deemed to be University Pune. Currently he is working as associate professor and he is also recognized postgraduate teacher for Panchakarma and fellowship coordinator for Panchakarma at YMT Ayurvedic Medical College, Kharghar. He has won second prize in skin disease case writing competition from Ayurved Vyaspeeth, Pune, and he has worked as coordinator for Panchakarma workshop at Ayur Kaushalya at Kharghar, Navi Mumbai in March 2017 and Panchakarma workshop at World Ayush Expo Vashi, Navi Mumbai in August 2019. He is a good teacher and good orator also. Today he will speak on Gridrasi, Nidan and Chikitsa. I will invite Dr. Amit Chavan for this meeting and request him to start his lecture. Over to you, Dr. Amit Chavan, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Mangesh Patil, sir, for such a wonderful inviting me in such a wonderful platform on ER Shala to deliver a lecture on Grudrasi. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. As today we are in the third session of Mahajava lecture series, balancing force on managing Vat Vyadhi. As Mahajava suggests, the name the speedy, fast, one of the synonym which is given to the Van Vayu, which coordinates all the movements of the body to balance this force, managing Vat Vyadhi. So we are going to start with Grudrasi. In today's topic, I am going to cover introduction of Grudrasi, types of Grudrasi, Nidan Panchak of Grudrasi, Chikitsa, the Shodhan aspects, the Shaman aspects, the Pathapatya and case presentation. As the name suggests, Mahajava, if this balancing force gets vitiated or propopit, it leads to restricted movements of lower limbs also, which may lead to Grudrasi. Grudrasi is one of the Nanatmaj Vikar of Vata. It is characterized by piercing pain, stiffness, cramps, beginning from spic region and gradually radiates down to Kati, Janu, Janga and foot region. As the name suggests, Grudrasi, Grud is called as vulture in English. It is also named as Gidad or Gida in Hindi. The disease in which the walk of the patient is like Gid, that is of vulture, it is called as Grudrasi. The name of the disease comes from this point. In the patients of Grudrasi, there is specific antalgic gait or limping gait. It refers to an abnormal pattern of walking secondary to pain that ultimately cause a limp. This is an adaptive gait to avoid undue pressure on painful areas. The patient takes short steps to get rid of weight from the painful limb. तो ऐसा होता है कि जो अच्छा पैर होता है वो आगे लाया जाता है ताकि जो जो पेनफुल लेग होता है उसके ऊपर प्रेशर कम आए. तो उसके टाइप्स जो इट्स टाइप्स आर वातज ग्रुद्रसी एंड वात कफज ग्रुद्रसी. Mainly Vataj Grudrasi, it is due to pain, severe stiffness, pulsation in back, hip, thigh, knee and foreleg region. In Vat Kafaj Grudrasi, Along with the above symptoms, there are indigestion, drowsiness, nausea, anorexia, heaviness of the leg, and freezing sensation in the lower limbs are present. Coming to its modern part, we can compare it with sciatica. Sciatica is a type of radiculopathy which is caused by compression or irritation of sciatic nerve. It can be associated with spondylosis or degenerative changes in the spine, which predispose to the disc herniation and subsequent nerve compression. The pain generally travels from back to thigh to back of calf and may also extend upwards to the hips and downwards to the foot. The pain gradually radiates to the sciatic nerve pathway. So comparatively, sciatica resembles with the Grudrasi described in Ayurvedic science. Its Nidan Panchak, we look at the Nidana or Hetus. The Samanya Nidanam of Vatarogas are given in Charak Chikitsa 28th Adhyay, Vatvedi Chikitsa, which quotes Ruksha Shita Alpa Lagu Anna and so on. But in practical point of view, for Grudrasi and sciatica, what we see or commonly seen hetus are Ati Adva, Vyayama, Ati Vicheshtita. Ati Adva is excessive walking, excessive exercising. It also leads to Apana and Vyanvayu Dushti, which leads to Grudrasi. Also Dukkha Shaya and Dukkha Asan. Dukkha Asan is, as in the first lecture, Dr. Yevala sir has explained very nicely about the etiological factors of Vatvadi. In Dukkha Asan, the abnormal posture while sitting, it leads to Grudrasi or sciatica. Also, practically, in male patients, it is seen that they are observed that they keep their wallets in the back pocket. The wallet in the back pockets keeps them in the uneven posture, which leads to sciatic nerve compression and which may lead to sciatical pain. Also, Dukkha Shaya, that is uneven bed, that is hard bed or soft bed, it also leads to Grudrasi Nidan. Next is Vega Sandharana, that is specifically Apan region Vega Sandharan, that is Malamutra and Apan Vayu Veg Vidaran leads to Grudrasi. Also, we can say in practical, wrong foot wearing, it also leads to Grudrasi. In most of the ladies patients, we can see that they are using high heels or some fashionable shoes or footwears. That also leads to uneven posture and which may lead to Grudrasi. Also, Abhighat. Abhighat here comes with fall from any height or fall from bike or any object hitting. It may lead to Abhighata and may lead to Vata Vitiation, Vata Prakop and Rakta Dushti, which may lead to Grudrasi. Also, in Marma Abhighata, we can see that Kukundar Marma Abhighata and Nitamba Marma Abhighata Lakshans closely resembles to Grudrasi. In Kukundar Marma, which is located at Parshva Jagana Bhairabhage, Prushtavansh Ubaytaha, Kukundare Nama Bhairmani. It is a type of Vaikalekar Marma. Its Abhighat leads to Tatra Sparsha Adnyanam Adakaya Cheshta Upaghatasya. That is Supti or numbness in the lower limb, followed by Cheshta Upaghata, that is Kriyahani in the affected limb. It can be correlated with the sciatic nerve foramen, which may get compressed and it may lead to sciatic related pain. Also, in Nitamba Marma, it is said that it is Shuroni Kandayo, Uparyo Ashaya Achadanaho, Parshwanantara Pratibadde, Nitamba Nama. It is a one type of Asti Marma. It's Vidya Lakshana, it says that it Tatra Adakaya Shosho, the Robalakcha Maranam. It is a type of Kalantra Pranahar Marma. There is Mausa Shosha or Adakaya Shosha, lower limb Shosha, weakness which may lead to death also. So these two Marmabhigatas can be taken as a Nidana in Grudrasi, Ukundar Marmabhigata and Nitamar Marmabhigata. Also, Gaja, Ushtra, Ashwa, Shigrayana, Apatas, Sanat. That is, fall from these. But in recent days, we can say that fall from the bike and all those things, it may also lead to compression of sciatic nerve and it may lead to sciatica or Grudrasi. All these hetus can be classified in 7 points. That is Vata Prakopak Ahara, which is Rukshagun Pradhan, which increases Rukshata in Kapasthana. The Viruddha Aharas, which causes Agni Dushti and leads to Majja Dushti. The Vidahya Ahar, such as Katu, oily foods, it leads to Pitta and Rakta Dushti. As specifically, in Katu Tikta Rasatmak Atyadik 7, it is described that Katuras Atyadik 7 leads to Katiprushta Vyatham and Tikta Rasadikya 7 leads to Vata Vyadhis. Also, Ama Sanchiti leads to Mala Sanchaya and it may lead to Gurudrasivat. Marma Abhigat, as we explained right now, that trauma and sprain in the joint, specifically at Kundara and Nitama Marma. Shitaguna, which is Venjaketu, that is aggravating joint pain and stiffness, which is Tambak in nature. According to modern point of view, following are the causes of sciatica. First is bulging disc or herniated disc, degenerative disc disease, piriformis syndrome. We'll see it one by one. In the degenerative disc disease, there are 4 stages: disc degeneration, prolapse, extrusion, or sequestration. The progression of an herniation of nucleus pulpus in the disc varies from slow to sudden onset of symptoms. In the disc degeneration or disc prolapse, in the disc protrusion, we see the protrusion of disc content less than 25% of normal circumference. Base is wider. Here we can see base is wider than the dome. In the prolapse disc, the disc bulges out. In the prolapse disc, the disc bulges out, but the outermost layer is still intact. In the disc extrusion, base narrower than the dome and the tear in outermost layer. And in the sequestration, the distal migration of extruded disc material away from the disc and not connected to disc. Here we can correlate that the nucleus pulpus material with Sleshak kapha, which is useful in dharan and lubrication of sandhi, which is the prime karma of kapha dosha. Slesha Samsleshak kapha. The kapha leads to vata prakop and it leads to Rudrasi. This is here in this picture we can see the sciatic nerve root. In the area of pain, I have denoted in the red color. That is the whole lower limb from speak region to Pada Pradeshi, it is affected. In the piriformis syndrome, the sciatic nerve is compressed between the piriformis muscle. Here we can see the piriformis muscle and the ischium bone, which leads to sciatic related pain. In spinal stenosis, space narrowing of spinal canal is seen. Here we can see it can be reduced due to bulging disc or bone spur or thickened ligamentum flavum, which leads to sciatica-like pain. In spondylolisthesis, bone slips forward onto the bone below it. Here we can see the uneven posture. the bone slips forwards onto the bone below joint. It can be caused due to gym, heavy weight lifting, and playing with uneven postures. Also, it can be seen with trauma, fall from bike or tree or from heighted places. In spinal tumor, here we can see that is Mausavruddhi, which leads to compression on sciatic nerve. It is also cause of uh, sciatica. Also in pregnancy, the growing baby and expanding uterus put pressures on the sciatic nerve, leading to irritation and pain. The Purvarupa of Grudrasi, it is same as Vatvadi, Avyakta Lakshanam Tesham. That is, Avyakta Laksham is there, Purvarupa of Vatvadi. It directly shows the Pratyatmak Lakshana, that is Atmarupam, to Tadvyaktam Apayo Laguta Punaha. So the Rupas or Lakshanas of Grudrasi are Spikpurva Katiprushta, Uru Janu Janga Padam Kramat, Grudrasi, Stambarup Todahe, Grunati Spandate Muhu, Vatad Vata Kafan Tandra, Gaurav Arashakan Vitaha. That is the pain radiates from Spikpurva, Kati, Prushta, Uru, Janu, Janga, Pada. Accordingly, associated with Stamba, Ruk, pain. These are the Lakshanas of Vatas Grudrasi, and in Vatakafash Grudrasi, we can see these Lakshanas with Tandra, Gaurav, and Arochak. In Samprapti, we can see for Vatas Grudrasi, Nidana Sevan, that is Vata Prakopak Ahar Vihar, it leads to vitiation of Vata and Dhatukshaya. Dhatukshaya leads to Rukshata, Kharata, and Parushata. Nidana Sevan, Kavaigunya, in Srutas in Kati region and along sciatic nerve innervation, accumulation of Vata and Grudrasi. In Samprapti for Vata Kafash Grudrasi, Nidana Sevan, which leads to formation of Ama and abnormal formation of Mala of Dhatu and Dosha, such as Kapha Prakopa and Ama Pradoshas, Hetus are 7. It leads to vitiation of Kapha and it obstructs normal pathway of Vayu, leading to Margavrajanya Grudrasi or Vata Kafash Grudrasi. In Samprapti Ghatak, we can see the dosha, the mainly involved is Vata. Type of Vata affected is Vyana Vayu, Apana Vayu, and Saman Vayu. Endushya, Rasa Rakta Mamsa, Majja Asti. Udbhavstan is Pakvashay. Adhishtan is Kati, Adokshaka, and Kandara by Kushrut. As Kandara is Upadhatu of Raktadhatu, it is also termed as Snayu or Maha Snayu by Vagbhat. In Srotasa, we can see Rasava Srotas, Raktava Srotas, Astiva Srotas involvement in Grudrasi. In Roga Marga, we can say it is Madhyam Roga Marga, which is Marma Asti, Sandhi Anusari. In clinical examinations, we see SLR test and Lasik test. The patient is laid in supine position, and if it is raised between above 75 degrees Celsius, the test is negative. If it's pain between 30 to 75 degrees Celsius, it is SLR test is positive. So we can diagnose it as sciatica pain. In Lasix test, it is the modification of straight leg raising test. The hip is flexed and the knee is also flexed at 90 degrees. You can see here. The knee is then gradually extended by the examiner. If nerve stage is present, patient will experience the pain in the back region of thigh or leg. Also associated with this SLR test and Lasix test, we can see paraspinal muscle spasm. Also in investigations, we can carry out X-ray and MRI lumbar spine. Here we can see the disc bulge, the disc protrusion. So coming to the Chikitsa part, the Samanya Chikitsa Sutra of Vatvadi is told in Charak Sutrastan 28th Adhyay, that is Maharoga Adhyay. Bhagavats Charak states the prime treatment as तत्र आस्थापना अनुवासनं तु खलु सर्वत्र उपक्रमेभ्यो वाते प्रधानतमं मन्यते विषय, as it leads to वैकारिक वातमूल निर्हरण. In Vishesh Chikitsa Sutra, Charak has explained that Sira karma, Agni karma and Basti is to be administered in Gurudrasi. Also, Astyashranam Vyadinam Panchakarmani Bheshayam. Bastaya Shira Sharpisha Tiktaka Upatanicha. Tiktak Shira Bastis are also to be given in Gurudrasi Vat. Hello. In Chikitsa Sutra, Charak states Siraved, Agnikarma and Basti. In Shushruta also has stated Siraved. In Vagbata also Siraved. Vangasen has said first you have to do Deepan Pachan, Svedan, Mardan Basti, Upanaha, Vaman, Virechan and Agnikarma are to be followed in Rudrasivat. In Chakradatta, Pachan, Shodhan, then Basti and then Shastrakarma. That is Siravet and Agnikarma are involved treatments given by Chakradatta. In Yogaratnagar, also Siravet and Agnikarma is described as the prime treatment for Rudrasi. In Bhavaprakash, Virechan, Vaman and Basti is said as prime treatment. So we'll first look at the Shodhan part of the Chikitsa and then we'll go into Shaman part of the Chikitsa. In Shaman, the prime treatment is Snehan. In Vatavadi Chikitsa, it is said that Snehasya Dhatun Samshushkan Ushnati Ashu Prayojitaha Balam Agni Balam Pushtim Pranasya Api Abhivardayat. In Snehan, Bala is again, also it can be given in Keval Vataj Vikara. The following oils can be used as for Abhyanga also. Sarchar tel, Prasarani tel, Balashwagandhari tel, Dhanvantar tel. In Keval Vataj Vikaras, we can use Sarchar tel, Balashwagandhari tel, Dhanvantar tel, which can be used in Marama Abhigataj Gurudrasi or Abhigataj Gurudrasi. Ketaki Muladi Tailam can be also be used in Keval Vataj Gurudrasi. Mahanarayan tel and Prapanchan Vivardhan tel can also be used in Vataj Gurudrasi. In Vata Kapaj Gurudrasi, we can use Kottam Chukkadi tel, Rasnari tel, Nirgundi tel, also Prasarani tel and Murivenna tel can be used. So, the key points to be remembered as if the Vata predominant condition or Vataj Gurudrasi is there, then you have to opt for Snehan or Keval Sneha Chikitsa. In Samavata condition, start with Pachan to attain Niram condition followed by Snehan. That is Rukshan or Valuka Botli Swed, Churnapinda Swed can be administered prior and then we can do Abhyanga. In Vata Kapha condition, we have to start with Rukshan. That is directly with Valuka Botli Swed or Pachan Chikitsa. In Svedan, as all of us we know that Svedan is Stamba Gaurav Shitagnam, Svedanam Svedakarakam. The procedure which removes the Stamba, Guruta and Shaitya and which produces sweat is called as Svedana. In Vatavadis, where specifically Harsha, Toda, Ruk, Ayama, Shota, Stamba and Graha, that is stiffness is present, we have to follow Svedan Chikitsa, which leads to Mardavta of the Lakshanas. The Svedan can be practically be given in three types according to the dravyas used, which is Snigdha, Ruksha Sveda and Snigdha Ruksha Sveda. The key points to be remembered here that if in Keval Vatash conditions, we can use Snigdha Sved, that is Shashtikshali Pinda Sved can be used from Kati to Pada Pradeshi. Also, we can use Mamsa Pinda Sved or Masha Pinda Sved can be used for prime treatment in Keval Vatash conditions. Also, we can use Taila Dhara, that is Sneha Dhara from Kati to Pada Pradeshi. of Sarchar Tel or Prasarani Tel or Balashwagandha Tel can be used. Also, Kati Basti can be given with Balashwagandha Tel, Dhanvantar Tel specifically can be used for Snigdha Sweda purposes. In Samavata conditions, first we have to give Ruksha Swed, that is Valuka Potli Swed or Dhanyamla Dhara or Chinsalavan Pinda Swed, so that the Samavata Lakshanas get resolved, and when there it comes to Nirama Avastha, then we can go with Snigdha Swed. In Valuka Potli Swed, which is commonly practiced, also Dhanyamla Dhara, such as Kanji Dhara, it can be also used. Also Chinsalavan Pinda Swed, that is Chinsa Patra and Saindav, it is mixed and it is tied in the cloth to make it form of a pinda or bolus, and it is applied to the affected parts from Kati to Pada Pradesh. In Vata Kafash conditions, uh, first priorly we have to start with Ruksha Sweda, and then we can go for Snigdha Ruksha Sweda. Specifically for Ruksha Sweda, we can carry out Valuka Potli Swed or Snigdha Ruksha Sweda types such as Patra Pinda Swed, that is PPS Swed, and Jambir Pinda Swed. In Patra Potli Swed, we can use Eranda Patra, Nirgundi Patra, Shiguru Patra, Arka Patra with essential oils such as Kottam Chukkadi Tail, Eranda Sneha. It can be specifically used in Vata Kapha condition of Gurdrasi. Also Jambir Pinda Swed with specific oils such as Kottam Chukkadi Tail, Murivenna Tail can also be used as a Snigdha Ruksha Sweda in Vata Kapha conditions. Next comes the Vaman treatment. As we know, Tatra Doshaharanam Urdhva Bhagam Vamana Saudnikam. One specific and very rare reference comes from Chakradatta and Bhavaprakash, in which it is stated that prior to any treatment, you have to give Vaman to the patients of Grudrasi. Grudrasi artham narasamyat agrena vamanena va ज्ञात्वा निराम दीप्ताग्निः बस्तिभिः समापचरे नादो बस्ति विधिं कुर्यात् यावत् ऊर्ध्वं न शुद्ध्यति स्नेहो निरर्थकः स स्यात् भस्मन अन्य एव हुतं तथा. That is, prior any treatments or prior basti also, you have to go for a Vaman Chikitsa. It is specifically to clear the Kapha Avrana or Kapha conditions which are associated in Grudrasi. We can treat Vata Kapha Grudrasi with prior Vamana, and then we have to follow with the basti treatments. Otherwise, it is said that Sneho Niratakah sa syat bhasmaneva hutam tata. It is said that just as the Ghuta goes west when poured into Havan with ashes, similarly, without cleansing of the doshas through Vaman, administering basti is of little use. Vaman can also be stated as Kapasthana Shodhan. It can be probable mode of action. We can say that it gives Sleshak Kapas Shodhan. So, when prior Vaman is given, and prior Vaman is must to attend the Nirama Diptagnya Avastha. Otherwise, Sneha or Basti, which we are going to carry out for in further treatments, it will go west, and there will be no relief in symptoms of the patient. For Vamana, we can use specifically as Madanfal Kashaya and the Madanfal Yog, which we routinely use for Vamana, we can use it. Next comes as a Virachan. In Bhav Prakash also and Vangaseng had said to carry out Virachan first and followed by Vaman and Basti treatments. But as we know, Tatra Doshaharanam Urdhva Bhagam Vamana Saudnakam Adho Bhagam Virachana Saudnakam. The Virachan can be stated as in three different types. We can give it to the patients. One is classical Virachan with Purva Snehapana. Next is Sadhya Virachan, that is at the start we can give Virachan with Erenda Sneha, and Nitya Virachan for daily Virachan, so that Vata Anuloman can happen and relief in the symptoms of the Vata Kapha Grudrasi can take. Various yogas which we can use, I have mentioned over here. In classical virechan, where we use Snehapurvak virechan, in Krur Koshta Vyaktis, we can use Ichhabedhi Rasa, Mishrak Sneha, Danti Haritaki, and Kalyanak Avleha as a kalpa for virechana. In Mrudu Koshti Vyaktis, we can use Triyutta Avleha, Erenda Sneha, Erenda Sukumarakam Kasha also can be used. Also, we can use for Nitya Virechan, Erenda Sneha or Erenda Sukumarakam. Some specific reference regarding Erenda Taila. As we know, Erenda Tail is prime chikitsa, or Erenda is described as prime chikitsa in Amvat. Also, Erenda Tail and Erenda Mulo or Erenda Panchanga is described as a prime chikitsa in Grudrasi also. We'll see in Shaman chikitsa also, Erenda Tail is useful. So Erenda Tail is useful in Shodhan also and Shaman also. Sarvesham Taila Jatana, Tila Taile Visheshate, Balarte Snehanam Chagre, Erendam tu Virechani. Tila Taila is Shrestha in Snehan for Balastapanartha, and Erenda Tail is Shrestha in Virechan. In Charak Chikitsa 26th Adhyay, Trivarma Chikitsa Adhyay, while describing Udavarta Chikitsa, Charak has described Erenda Tail Prashasti, in which he quotes Grudrasi Pakshavadadishu, Virechan Aharashu, Vatarogeshu. Doshanubandha Yoge Prashastam Erendajam Tailam. So in Keval Vataj also and Vata Vibadda Margaj also with Meda Kapha Pitta Raktena, we can give Erenda Sneha. That is, in both types of Grudrasi, Vataj or Vata Kapha Grudrasi, Erenda Tail is Prashasta or is the best choice of drug. Here for Shaman Matra, the Matra is described as Panchapala Matra. So the key points to be understood while doing virechan. In classical virechan, we can do when the patient presents with Bhavodosha Avastha, Balvan Rugna, and Upashit Dosha Avastha. That is, doshas are present in Koshta and they are in Utleshit Avastha. We can go for classical virechan. We have to opt for Nitya virechan when the patient is Sukumar, Lagu Vyadit, or patients unable to undergo classical virechan. We have to do Nitya virechan with Erenda Sneha or Gandharvastadi Erenda Sneha. In Sukumara Rogi, attaining Koshta Shuddhi and Utleshit Avastha, we can do Sadhya Virechan. Also, in Charak Chikitsa 20th Adhyay, it is quoted that when Yad Anena Sadoshatvat Karmana na prashamyati mrudubihi sneha sayuktahe aushadayastam vishodayat. That is, even after doing snehan and swedan, if there is no upasham in the lakshanas or vadi, we have to opt for mrudu samshodhana. That is mrudu virechan. And Charak has described three mrudu virechan yogas such as Tilvak Siddha Gruta, Satala Siddha Gruta, and Erenda Tail plus Dugda. Next, prime treatment. As we know, Basti is termed as Ardha Chikitsa in Kai Chikitsa. Also, Basti is the Param Aushad Shodhan Chikitsa in Vata Vyadhi. A specific reference comes regarding Anuvasan Basti Falashruti, that in which it has mentioned that Padajanga Uruprushta Sankatinam Stiratam Param. That is Anuvasan Basti or Matra Basti or Sneha Basti. When we give it for longer duration, it induces sthirata or stability in the Pada Janga Uruprushta Amsa Kati Pradeshi. So the Basti can be administered in the patients of Grudrasi in various types, in Karma Basti form, in Kala Basti form, or in Yoga Basti form, or in Tiktakshira Basti or Vaitaran Basti form. So I will take which types of Anuvasana or Matra Basti dravyas we can use. In Keval Vataj conditions, we can use Sarchar Tel, Bala Tel, Dhanvantaram Telam. In Abhighataj Grudrasi, we can use these types of tail. In Vatakafaj Grudrasi, we can use Prasarani Taila, Nirgundi Taila, Saindavadi Taila, Vidangadi Taila. Also, in Avrodatmak Samprapti, we can use Hingu Trigona Taila for Vatanuloman. In Nirobastis, specifically, 7 Niruvas are mentioned, which we can use in treating Rudrasi. First one is Erandamuladi Nirobasti. In its Falashruti, it is said that it gives relief in the symptoms of Janga Uru Pada Trik Prushashula or Kafavrutta Vata or Vata Kafaj Roga. Its reference is from Charak Siddhistan 3rd Adhyay. Also, in Sthiradi Niroha, we can give, which is Mausa Balaprada. Also, Rasnadi Niroha, which is said as Vata Roganashaka. Punarnavadi Niroha, which is also Vata Kafa Roganashak, can be administered as a Nirobasti. In Panchaprasrutik Basti, Ashtaprasrutik Basti, Navaprasrutik Bastis also can be administered in Gurudarasi. Also followed by Yapan Basti. Yapan Basti can be administered in the patients for Apunarbhavatva or Bala or stability of the joint and Kati Prushta Janga Pada Pradeshi Sthirata. We can use Yapan Basti. Following Yapan Bastis can be used such as Mustadi Yapan Basti, Erandamuladi Yapan Basti, Dvitiya Baladi Yapan Basti, and Dashamuladi Yapan Basti can be used specifically in Gurudrasi. So the key points to be remembered: which type of Basti to be administered in which avastha. Matra Basti in Keval Vataj avastha of Gurudrasi we can administer. That is Durbal Vata Vikara, Bhara, Vahan, Adva, Vyayama, Vyavaya, Yana Karshita in Bala avastha, in Vruddha avastha and Sukumara and Alpagni avastha. In Karma Basti in Gambhir Vata